constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So LSU's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this...
There he goes! Smashes through the tackle. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game. And that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. And you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality and the grit.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this 1st drive.
And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Grabs it in the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here we go. Wants to go up top. Who caught it?
That is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the 1st possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense has the ball for the 1st time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football, so we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
And the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. 4 guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Clemens. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle, it's Irvin. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. The short hand, it's Clemens. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Clemens. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Get it out on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! The extra point here would tie the game.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man, it's Hainsworth. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I like this idea by the offense going hurt.
Turning it on! They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. He's got 50 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. Buys a little time. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be third and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Snagged in the middle, it's Segal. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. LSU right back to the line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Send the tight end in motion. Run in the red zone, it's Landry. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it on the move. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the run, it's Clemens. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. It's a reverse. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. Quick step and go. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Georgia! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. LSU quick to the line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
You know what I really like about games like this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Snaps it in the shotgun. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU! They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Klein getting set on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pretty good job of running to get through there to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Caught behind the line. It's Ramsey. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Looking to throw for it. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Tigers. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the score.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Ramsey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. To the air on second down. Here's a heat. Turns it loose. Makes the catch down the right side. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and 10 just outside the 30. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ramsey. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. DB's right up on the receivers. Now the play fake. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Caught in the backfield, it's Clemens. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Landry. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It's complete to the right. LSU will get a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this up.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Georgia lining up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. LSU right back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They want to get this defense on its heels. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we got to show him things are about to be different.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Going to the running game. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Going to try to get it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
If It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Clements. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Ramsey. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down. And the Dogs are on the move. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. The give to the single back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. This crowd knows when to bring it. 3rd down play from the gun. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Power football with the one. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Siegel. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with the 1st down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
LSU quick to the line.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Segal. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him! And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quick. Touchdown, BYU Bengals. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Makes the grab. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. He wants a big play here late. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Finds his man. It's Ramsey. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. On 4th down, going to the air. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. A strike downfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his man in the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Into the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got enough time to get another score, but they have to get the ball back on this onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Tigers inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. Give to the fullback. Picks up the first down, still moving. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Running game got it done on the last play, now it's first down. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll power it inside with the fullback. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that. Every time you go into the booth, I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here.